Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where we are reviewing all the films I've been watching in 2024. I haven't been doing that great, doing them as consistently or seeing that many movies this year, but I'm trying to catch up mid-year. So the next film I watched was Abigail. It is rated R. It is directed by the same team that did at least the last two Scream movies and Ready or Not. Tyler Gillett and Matt Bettinelli. It came out on April 19th of 2024. It stars Melissa Barrera as Joey, Angus Cloud as Dean, Allison Weir as Abigail, Kathryn Newton as Sammy, Kevin Durand as Peter, Dan Stevens as Acteur, I believe is his name, and Giancarlo Esposito as Lambert. There's an entire debate about it. Would this movie have been better if the trailer did not reveal that Abigail was a ballerina vampire? I think it would have been obvious if they hadn't, but also it would have been interesting if they hadn't. You know, who knows if it would have been better or not. The whole approach to why people were interested is because, what? There's a ballerina vampire. What? Like, we need another vampire movie to watch every Halloween. And so it did grab people's attention. But yeah, it kind of would have been cool to have seen it like, you think that they're really just kidnapping an innocent girl, but the instant they bring them to the house and it's like, oh yeah, who's the boss? And they're trying to play this mind game of, who's the boss? Why are we here? Like, da-da-da-da-da. Why'd we kidnap this little girl? It's like, you're her victims. I caught on to that pretty soon. I was like, well, obviously, she's gonna try to, you're her food. Because the guy, Lambert? Yeah, Lambert, who is, how do you say his name? Giancarlo Esposito. His character even says my little rats or something. Well, like lab rats. So it was pretty obvious that they were collecting these people, promising them false money to give Abigail a meal. So that was very obvious to me. And I didn't really care for the whole, like, well, who's your dad? Because her dad is the head vampire of the house. I didn't really care for that. I didn't understand how everybody knew who he was anyway. And they're like, oh wait, all those stories and the bodies were torn apart. And they're like, no, that's not what really happened. That's just what people say. It's like, okay. I don't know. I just didn't find the background interesting. But I liked it overall. One thing I really liked about this movie was the entire cast did really great at making likable characters. The only one, and I don't think you're supposed to like him, is Dan Stevens' character. I didn't like him at all. I didn't like him when when they kidnapped Abigail. And he didn't know what he was in for, he didn't know it was a whole setup or anything like that. Or did he? I can't remember. It's been a minute since I've seen the movie, and I need to watch it again. No, I don't think he did. He knew who her dad was, so he knew some more background than the other characters, I think. He may not have been in on it, but he was a little bit more knowledgeable than the rest of them. But I love Melissa Barrera. I'm not going to mention this film all too much. I don't know if you see my shirt. But I do think that was unfair. But it is so great if she does not return to this franchise. If you don't see my shirt, the franchise she's known for. If she doesn't return to that franchise, she will be fine on her own. She did awesome. I really enjoyed her character. And then Angus Cloud, I never really watched anything when he was in, but he sure was funny, and he brought a lot of the comedic parts to it. Same with Kevin Durand, and I enjoy both of those characters so much. Let's see. I think there was a little confusion. I saw this movie with my sister, so when no, not Allison. Oh yeah, when Kathryn Newton's character appeared to become bitten by the vampire and turned into a vampire. For me, I knew that was Abigail taking over her, but it seemed a little lost, especially when Dan Stevens' character became a vampire and he became his own vampire. It was, you really had to pay attention to that. Absolute kudos to, where is she? Where is her name? Alisha Weir, who plays Abigail. I believe this is her first major role at most, or at least, and kudos. She did so well. She did so good at playing like the little innocent girl who thinks she's actually being kidnapped, even though we knew she wasn't. And she did so good at playing with her food before she eats it. I didn't understand some of the kills because it'd be like Angus Cloud's character. She killed him, but then just kind of danced with his body. And if you're capturing these people for your meal, and I know she says that quote of, what can I say? I like playing with my food. But like, if you made this whole thing for you to eat, basically a buffet, why are you playing with the food I'd be eating? Like, I don't know. Call me cray, but the gore was crazy. The craziest kill, I don't think I wrote his name down, but the love interest that Joey had, that confused my sister and I, because they make this whole plan. They turn around from each other, and you kind of hear him going like that, and my sister and I are like, what the heck, what was that sound? And then she turns around and is like saying his name. I forget his name, the character's name, or the actor. I'll put it if I remember. But she's like saying his name, and then he turns around and he's all slashed up. Again, why? Why just slash your food and then run away? Like, I didn't get that part. I never once thought the dad was in the house. Again, when they're like saying, oh, her dad is this, and that must be who's coming here, or he's in the house. Like, they think Abigail's still upstairs, and they're like, someone's in the house. It's like, obviously she's in the house. Like, I don't know. So maybe it would have been better if I hadn't known she was the vampire. Maybe it would have been better for me. I don't know. But overall, it was a good movie. It was a good new concept. It was a silly concept. It was very campy. My husband didn't want to see it because he's like, that looks goofy AF. I'm like, yes, babe, it's called camp. It's a very campy movie. They know what they're doing. So it was good. I could definitely see me watching it. Maybe not every Halloween, but if it comes on, it's free. Streaming somewhere, I'll throw it on and have a good time. Once again, I'm not giving grades this year. I'm just going to give my tier list as of how I've seen these films thus far. And for this one, The First Omen, still first place. Mean Girls, and then I'm going to put Abigail in third place. Night Swim, Arthur the King, ISS, and I say this at the end of every one, I hope Love Lies Bleeding stays at the very bottom, because I do not want to see a film worse than that. That's going to be my quote for this year, because I don't want to see a film worse than Love Lies Bleeding. But that was my review for Abigail. What did you guys think? Do you think it would have been better had we not known Abigail was going to be the vampire? Just let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.